Another question I get is, BMAC, are you gonna upgrade from the Phantom 4 regular to the Phantom 4 Pro? And the answer to that,
remote control color television. So beautiful, it enhances and
So a question I often get on this channel is, BMAC, what drone do you use for the drone footage in your vlogs? This is my baby. This is the DJI Phantom 4. Now, there are a couple drones that have come out since this bad boy came out, namely the DJI Mavic, DJI Phantom 4 Professional, DJI Inspire 2, and recently the Phantom 4 Advanced. Another question I get is, BMAC, are you gonna upgrade from the Phantom 4 regular to the Phantom 4 Pro? I gotta admit, when the Phantom 4 first came out, that first whole week I was looking up how to sell my drone, like I was all caught up in the hype, and I was frantically searching how to sell my drone, this Phantom 4, what price I could get for it, and how to upgrade to the Pro. Really for one reason in particular, the better quality camera. That is not to say that the Phantom 4 regular base model camera is not good. If we wanna get a little bit technical, the camera on the Phantom 4 Pro has a 1-inch sensor, which is a larger sensor than this one has on the regular base model, which means it also has better dynamic range, which means you kind of could do a little bit more in post with color grading and really tweaking the footage to look sexy. On top of that, the Phantom 4 Professional, if you can see on this Phantom 4 regular, we have optical avoidance system sensors on the front and right here on the bottom. Basically what those optical avoidance sensors allow you to do is avoid obstacles. But here's the thing, when you know how to fly a drone correctly, and you know how to be safe but also get those kind of risky shots without totally wrecking your drone by crashing it, you don't really need to rely on the obstacle avoidance system. I actually have mine turned off maybe 50% of the time so I could get real close to trees or objects with like a sweeping shot over it. Otherwise the obstacle avoidance would kick in, it would mess up the shot, and it would be jagged, it wouldn't look good. That's not to say you should turn it off if you don't know what you're doing. If you don't know what you're doing and you're not really comfortable flying a drone yet, definitely leave it on. But that was the other feature of the Phantom 4 Pro. It had optical avoidance sensors on the side, also in the back. So that basically no matter which way you're going, if you were about to go into an obstacle, the Phantom 4 Pro would not allow you to do so. It'd basically go into fail-safe mode. On top of that, the camera, yes, the camera is better on the Phantom 4 Pro, but I am not yet doing professional drone videography for clients. This is strictly for YouTube videos. So we have to remember what the purpose is. I don't care about portability, so the Mavic really wasn't an option for me. Like, I don't mind packing all my stuff up and putting it in this very nice travel case that DJI has brought to us. For those droners who are very adventurous and they're going on top of mountains and stuff and they already have a ton of gear with them, yeah, it makes sense maybe to go for the Mavic because it's 10 times more portable. The thing is so ridiculously small, it's crazy. But from the tests I've seen online, the image quality of the Phantom 4 is still better than the DJI Mavic. Again, putting things into perspective here, if you're just making YouTube videos, maybe that's not a big deal. For me, I bought the Phantom 4 before the Mavic even came out, so it wasn't an option. Choosing between the two of them, I probably would still go with the Phantom 4 just because around the same price, if this gets a little bit better image quality, that's what I would go for. If portability is your thing, then I understand the Mavic. So bringing us back to the Phantom 4 Pro versus the regular Phantom 4, again, the application of what I'm using the drone for. YouTube's compression on videos is so ridiculously harsh that a lot of time the additional detail, the little fine details that you would see on a different video hosting service or just straight out a camera on your desktop, YouTube's gonna kill off anyway. So I put things into perspective. Rather than take a hit and sell this thing and still have to invest more for the Phantom 4 Pro, I learned to love this drone. You guys have seen the footage of this drone on this channel. The footage I'm able to capture with this drone on this channel is more than sufficient. It's incredible. So it's easy for me to get caught up in the details. Like, see, all right, well, you know what? There's another model out that's better than this. This one's basically a paperweight. It's easy for me to get caught up in my own mind and say that. But once the hype kind of settles down a little bit, which it did for me, I really put things into perspective and looked at this. I'm like, is there really a reason to upgrade? Now, it totally depends on your budget. If you have a couple grand to blow and price isn't an issue, then yeah, obviously go for the Phantom 4 Pro or the Mavic, whatever one you choose. But if you want to stay in the price range that this Phantom 4 is currently listed at, I say don't wait, man, especially if you're just using drones for videos on YouTube. This drone is still, in 2017, a fantastic drone. Especially now that the price has dropped even a little bit more because of the other drones that have come out. It's kind of a steal. This thing, it flies fast, it gets amazing shots, it is smooth, kind of a tank. I've actually crashed it before. That's something I don't tell a lot of people because it's kind of embarrassing. But one of the first few flights I had with this drone, this Phantom 4, it was like a windy sunset, and like it was a really weird, like tornado-like scene outside, and the sunset was unreal. And I stupidly just threw it up in the air as fast as I could because I wanted to get the shot without really knowing how to work the thing in the wind. Basically, it drifted into a tree, got flipped over because of the propellers forcing it, forced itself down into the grass so freaking hard. Caught the whole thing on camera. If you guys want to see the crash video of this Phantom 4 and how it survived without a single mark, which is miraculous, go ahead and comment down below. Maybe I'll upload that as a separate video to this channel. But my point being, this thing is a tank. So even if you do crash this, as long as it's not like 50 miles per hour into a concrete building, which you shouldn't be around buildings if you're flying recklessly like that anyway. It's built very tough, it's gonna get the job done, and it is great for YouTube videos. I'm gonna end this video by giving you a little montage of the kind of shots this thing is still capable of, and I think you could see for yourself why it's still a very great contender in the drone game in 2017. I love this drone, and I don't see a need to upgrade right now, maybe when the Phantom 5 comes out.